Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board Flight to Youth 22. We are currently first in line for takeoff and are expected to be on air in approximately 20 seconds' time. We ask that you please fasten your seatbelts at this time and turn off any distractions as your full attention is highly appreciated. Before we begin, let us first correct our niyat lillahi ta'ala and open both our hearts and minds. Thank you for choosing Legends Airline of Kasan. We hope you enjoy your flight.
Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Nazifa binti Hani Jafar and I will be your speaker for today in this episode. So, for my topic today, I will be talking about the 5 ways the youth can lead to environmental change, specifically the youth in Brunei. So, before we start and dive into the ways of how we can lead to environmental change, let's get our thinking caps on and question ourselves. What is happening to our environment, and why should the youth make changes? And what changes should be made to live a sustainable green life? So let's take a step back and trace our steps where we might have damaged or caused harm to the environment intentionally or unintentionally. Our community is known to use a lot of plastics in our daily lives. Don't believe me? Let's focus on one place where we can spot plastic the most: restaurants and food stalls. Take Gadong Market as an example. So, for every customer that buys food, one plastic bag is used, and if they bought a drink, that's one plastic bag and one plastic cup. And this happens on a daily basis. So, just imagine the amount of plastic being used and how much is even recycled or reused. So, the consumption of plastic is still very high in our community, and not everyone is keen to commit to the 3 R's and care about the environment. However, this is merely just plastics. Imagine the other waste and pollution that is happening out there beyond our knowledge that occurs every day. Our environment is being polluted day by day unknowingly. Hence, changes should be made. But why should the youth make changes? And what should we even do to lead to environmental change? This brings us to my 5 ways of how we can lead to environmental change. Let's start off with a little introduction on how to promote sustainability for the future by the youth of Brunei's contribution to environmental change. So, the environment has changed drastically in the last few years, which emphasizes the need for practical, locally relevant solutions to these ecological problems while expanding the use of 3 R's. This change offers young people in Brunei a vital chance to make use of their positions and use contemporary resources to promote environmental change, and they may become essential change agents which promote a sustainable culture in their communities by using social media, getting involved in grassroots movements, choosing a sustainable lifestyle, and working on eco-friendly projects. So, the first way we can lead to change is by raising awareness and advocacy on social media and community sites. Social media and community platforms have become effective instruments for promoting change and increasing awareness in the digital era. These platforms present a great chance for young people in Brunei to draw attention to regional environmental concerns like waste management and the preservation of natural habitats. Through disseminating educational materials, coordinating online campaigns, and interacting with a wider audience, young advocates can draw attention to important problems and rally support from regional efforts. For example, a youth led social media campaign may highlight the negative consequences of plastic pollution in Brunei, providing the facts and visuals to highlight the issue. These initiatives can have a greater impact by collaborating with prominent local figures and leaders, which will motivate more Bruneians to become involved. Community platforms can also encourage dialogue and teamwork, offering a forum for idea exchange and planning activities that tackle regional environmental issues. So once we have raised awareness, we should bring the community become more engaged to our current situation. So that brings me to my second way, which is community engagement and grassroots movements. Environmental reforms at the community level must be driven by grassroots movements. Young people in Brunei have a big say when it comes to planning or taking part in neighborhood projects like tree planting and cleanup drives. These events not only directly support environmental preservation, but they also promote a feeling of community and shared responsibility. Youth led cleanup campaigns in neighborhood parks or along beaches can address current environmental problems and increase public understanding of the value of trash management. Campaigns to plant trees can also aid in the restoration of natural habitats and the fight against deforestation. Bruneian youth may show their dedication to environmental sustainability and encourage others to become involved by actively leading or taking part in these initiatives. But when engaging other people doesn't work well, what's next? That brings me to my next way, which is setting a good example in sustainable living decisions. So, adopting and encouraging sustainable living choices is another effective method. Encouraging small actions like cutting back on plastic consumption, saving energy, and shopping from eco friendly companies can make a big difference in the lives of others. So, let's take an example here. For instance, young people can drastically lessen their environmental impact by opting to utilize reusable containers, bottles, and bags. A greener economy can also be achieved by supporting companies that place high priority on environmentally friendly business processes, such as those who sell organic goods or use sustainable packaging. Bruneian youths have the power to impact their families, friends, and classmates by their choices and habitats. They can promote a wider cultural shift toward sustainability. Other examples that have been implemented are reusing milk cartons as cup holders in cafes, eliminating the use of plastic straws, and promoting the use of paper straws instead of the plastic ones, as well as introducing discounts for customers who bring their own tumblers so that they reduce the use of plastic cups. So, the Bruneian youth should implement more ideas like these in our daily lives. So, speaking of settling good examples, one of the people that should be setting these examples are influencers. So, this brings me to my fourth way of how we can lead to environmental change is by the role of lifestyle influencers. Sustainable lifestyle influencers are also another crucial component of the advocacy scene. These people who frequently vlog or share their day by day lives online can viably communicate the benefits of ecologically friendly choices to a wide gathering of people. By displaying their commitment to sustainable living, they can motivate others to embrace comparable practices. Influencers are looked up by many people who are keen to pursue their lifestyle, whether it is due to aesthetics or good habits. Influencers can promote good habits of going green, such as promoting eco friendly companies, spreading awareness on the harms of plastic waste and pollution, or even encouraging the use of reusable items. Basically, an influencer might make content that highlights the move to a zero waste way of life, advertising down to earth tips and showing the positive effect of such choices. And these impacts can possibly expand past their circle, coming to a wider audience with the help of advanced algorithms. Other than that, these influencers can also promote these eco friendly projects and workshops, allowing community engagement. And that brings me to my fifth point, which is engaging in eco friendly projects and workshops. So, why do we even join these? Well, taking part in organizing eco friendly projects and workshops is another way the Bruneian youth can contribute. Projects such as organic soap making classes or pop up events that back local research institutes, they offer opportunities for hands on engagement and education. So these activities not only maintain modern strategies, but also raise funds and awareness for environmental research and initiatives. Workshops on natural cultivation or waste reduction can give valuable skills and information, enabling the members to implement sustainable practices in their own lives. By supporting or leading such projects, the Bruneian youth can contribute to national and worldwide environmental efforts. So, in conclusion, the Bruneian youth have a special opportunity to drive environmental change through advocacy and dynamic participation. By utilizing social media for awareness, engaging in grassroots movements, leading by example, leveraging the influence of lifestyle creators, and taking an interest in eco friendly projects, these can significantly impact their communities and beyond. So, as young people of the country begin to grasp the essence of sustainability, your vital roles in forming, shaping, and maintaining a more environmentally conscious community and future will become more prominent. And with that, my podcast ends here. Thank you so much for listening to the end. Assalamualaikum.